Morning, everybody. Happy Hump Day. It's Wednesday. Had to think for a second. Just went shopping. As you can see, I got a bag full of bunny groceries. Oh, isn't that cute? I couldn't leave it. I had to have it. Because we have a little decoration for Easter. So, went shopping this morning. About to make a sandwich. We had a lot of rain. And now it's very cold, which is feeling very good. And I'll show you my nets are working overtime here today. So we got the nets put up and they're coming right through. Works very nice. Oh, we got wires. We're charging. No, I'll put my mermaid up. Oh, she's cute. She's adorable. Baby Yoda sitting in the chair. Okay. And we got the door open because it's a lot of rain. And it's nice to have the door open. It's a little chilly, as you can see. It's feeling good. I'm enjoying every last second of this cold air. I'm loving it. Trying to find everything. Ta-da! And let's see, I got a couple of things. I was at the dollar store. And I forget the other store I went into. So, you get this. I left the sticker on so you can see. The tray. Now we can get that out of the way. I was joking. Okay, got the tray. And it's big. And you do get one of each. And they're good. And that's got some nice little edge on it so you can actually use it. It's got teeth. Look at that. Okay, there you go. So we're going to be testing that out. I have already. Ooh, and I got these in Walgreens. These are on sale this week. $3.50. And it's up to here, full. I mean full, and they are good. We're gonna test these out on some squirrels later on. That'll be a couple of shorts I'm gonna make. That's why I actually bought these. So I got them for the little squirrelies. And actually they're covered on the card, so those were free. So I give them a little treat. I'm gonna go back probably tonight and grab another bag of these while they're on sale for, I think it was $3.50 or $3.45, something like that. But yeah, they're real good. I'm gonna get one just for the squirrels. I feel bad. They're probably gonna like those a lot. So let's pull this a little bit closer, shall we? Shall we? I'm gonna move you over here for a minute. Hold on. It's just really windy, and I don't want to lose everybody. There we go. Little baby Yoda action. Okay. Yeah, the hair is a freaking weird disaster today. It's the wind. I have my bandanas on the way. I found 100% cotton, 22 inches by 22 inches. The nice big ones. Bandanas, not the ones made out of polyester. Those are awful. Jeez. Because it got hot. It got hot and it got hot quick. It got very humid very quick. Now, about a week ago, do you remember I put something up showing not such a bad hurricane season this year, you know? Instead of 17, we should only get 5 major hurricanes. You know, stuff like that. Don't worry, it won't be so bad. Well, they kind of changed that. It only took 7 days to update the holy crap, it's going to be bad. So, got everyone to come down here. Tricked all the snowbirds into coming down, didn't they? Now here comes the bad news. Yay, yay, yay. Can they make up their minds? So I didn't even watch it. I'll wait another 3 weeks. And then they can scare the hell out of everybody again. So I don't know what's happening. But it's Florida. Wouldn't be Florida if we didn't have hurricanes. And we're having a lot of tornadoes. I don't remember so many tornadoes when I was young. Maybe they didn't press that. You know? I'm debating on what to drink with this. I gotta go to the dollar store again later. There's a couple of things. I need mayonnaise. Oh my God, mayonnaise, it's outrageous. $10 for a jar. These people are insane. You can make it yourself. You can actually make mayonnaise yourself at home. You got a blender, you're fine. And it comes out exactly the same. You used to make it all the time. When you're stuck. Oh no, don't do that. I'm losing my ice into the great void. No, no, no. Get in there. Get in the bag. Get in the bag. No. That's too much. Sorry, controlling my ice. This is the best stuff ever. Cherry. Make some nice peanut butter and jelly with that. Yeah, everybody with the voice and the thing, it's been madness. Everybody over here is sick. Everybody's got no voice, or they're sneezing like crazy. All the mold is blowing around at 90 miles an hour now. The wind is just blowing stuff out the van. I was using the cashews to weight down the fan so it didn't blow back out the window. Trying to fix my little lump over here. And I don't know why I'm putting it back so much. Don't do that, dummy. Wait. I'm waiting. So, I've been dealing with kidney stones. I feel a little bit better today. I passed one big one, a medium, and a couple of smalls. A little grouping is on their way out. Probably like 3 little ones. Get this. Oh, give it to me. Open. And of course, it's all wet. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. So, that's what I've been dealing with. That's where I've been. Waiting. Kind of been in a little bit of pain. I haven't had them for a while. I've been very lucky. I got wood. So, that's what he said. I haven't had them in a while because they've been very good. But I was cheating a lot, eating a lot of cheese and some other stuff and ice cream, and now I'm paying the price. And the bones aren't helping either. So between my kidneys and my bones rotting away, I gotta stop with the ice cream. And here comes the summer. Yogurt, all the dairy stuff. So all the stuff that's good for you is making me sick now. This is the hardest part of living with this crap. And also things you loved your whole life, one day when you have cancer or enough of it, your favorite things will disgust you. That's one of the most heartbreaking, if you're a food person, one of the most pissiest things about living with cancer is that A, you start to lose your sense of smell, especially if you got cancer in the jaw bones and all your bones. You can't smell anything, you can't taste anything, but the things that you can taste, you don't want to taste. And then on days where this opens up and you can taste a little better, because it comes and goes depending on what's going on in your blood too, also at the time. Things you absolutely hated will be your newest favorite food. And everything you loved will repel you. Don't know what to say about that. Don't even understand how that works, but it happens to, I'd say, about 80% of cancer patients, especially with an ongoing episodes like this, where it's just a lifetime thing, you know. But and when one thing breaks down, it starts breaking down everything else. Now with the kidney stones, it's aggravating my liver. I took some medicine because I had to, and I kind of forgot I took too strong a dosage, and because I lost some weight in the last visit last week, almost another 10 pounds. So down to I'm down to flyweight here. If anybody knows boxing, I'm in the flyweight division. So I needed to take a lower dosage, and I forgot. And then the kidneys not working out is aggravating the liver. Everything just, it's like a dominoes. Everything affects, each organ affects the other organ. So with no one working right, I'm having trouble eating, and my sugar, hence peanut butter and jelly for breakfast. That good stuff. But, and for some reason, which is funny, because we used to eat eggs all the time, eggs are making me very sick. Whether they're the make-believe scrambled eggs in those little breakfast Jimmy Dean's things, that's not real eggs. That's that egg substitute stuff you're getting out of McDonald's. Ain't cracking no eggs. So they just leave them on the counter and make it look good. I also ran restaurants too. Forgot Meals on Wheels. I know how the restaurant industry works. Showing you one thing and then plating something else in the back where you can't see. So I don't know. I have to figure that out. But all right, do you mind? I thought the car was just gonna blow over sideways. But I'm getting everything aired out, which is good. Getting sun in places that it's not normally getting the sun. You got to remember that too, so you don't grow mold, because here comes the humid summer, everybody. Open the doors into the sun, turn your car around, open the back door, put the sun directly in it before it starts getting too hot out. Do it now. And just air out that car, and don't forget to spray, spray, spray. And get your bugs, get your bug spray on. And get your glue traps. I dropped my fanny pack between the seats. I now permanently have a piece of paper towel stuck to it because it fell into the glue trap, which I put inside a box because they like crawling in and out little boxes and cardboard. So I slipped one in one of the garbage bag boxes. Then I baited the trap with a couple of Cheerios, stuck it by the door just in case. But next week I gotta go get more spray. I just sprayed the other day, but I want to get the other stuff that I like, the Zevo. I ran out. I was using a nasty one, but I'm dealing with outdoor bugs, not house bugs. Well, house bugs too, but I'm dealing with the woodsy bugs. And I think some of them can walk through that Zevo. You gotta get a little extra strength when you're outdoors in the woods, in the grass all day, So, do that. But I just wanted to come and say hi. We also had a lot of issues with the internet for a couple of days because, you know, somebody else doesn't. Another Floridian from down South County I guess doesn't like the president and decided he might help us with that. Pick up where the other two left off, if you're catching what I'm saying. So he was kind of an idiot. Posted this crap all over every social media there was across the planet, on the internet, and caused all kinds of crap to go on over here. So I couldn't even get YouTube on because he was on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Rumble. He was on every single platform that that was it, gone. All you could do was, if you were lucky, stream a movie. Like Paramount barely would open. It was buffering, and it was just ridiculous. So every time somebody's an idiot, especially down here, and he was here too when they did it. So, and then the next day we had a rocket launch, and then another one, and then another one. It's been a madhouse. I tried moving areas. It didn't matter. We were in too close proximity to the president, NASA, and the military. I told you I'm in the Bermuda Triangle of hell over here at an airport. There was a lot going on, by the way, at a couple of airports a couple of days ago. It's been a hell of a week down here. It really has. So I couldn't get on, and then with the storms, we had no sun for like a day and a half. I ran out of everything. If you've been texting me for within the last 30 hours, I have not gotten it. I'm just charging this right now while I'm recording it, so when it's done charging today, I'll be able to get this up probably tonight. It's been crazy, and it's not AT&T. It's the world. It's just people being stupid. They can't be happy with just yelling at their TV or the radio anymore, or your tablet. Just yell at home. Yell to yourself. Curse out the TV. Yell at the podcaster. Stop typing it in the chat. Think twice before you type. But yes, we made a lovely peanut butter and jelly with our cherries. This stuff is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's like $4.40. All jelly, no matter what it is. Even Walmart's was $4.45 for the same whatever ounce jars this is. 15. That's 15 ounces? Get out of here. Oh, because it's heavy. It's fruit. Anyway, that size jar. So, I want to take a bite in a second. I'm starving. I haven't eaten in days. So I went food shopping. Hang on. I can't tell. It might have been that I had... I might have used alcohol to wash that one out. Tastes funny. No, it's the milk. I had to make sure, see if I could taste that. That's why I just did that. Snapple it will be. I was just thinking of something. Sorry. But yeah, we had nothing. Everything was dead in the water. Yesterday was a cloudy day. Again, I wasn't getting any sun. Then in the afternoon, the day before, it was supposed to be nice. that didn't happen either. Big black clouds came through and it started raining when it wasn't supposed to rain. So today we were supposed to get rolling afternoon showers, so I'm trying my hardest. But it's very chilly, it's very windy. Let's go this way for a minute. Oh, okay. I have to check this guy out. I'm charging and using at the same time. So, okay. But I just wanted to buzz on and let you know what was going on. I really wasn't feeling well. I waited last night. I was gonna see if the pain was so too bad. I was gonna go to the emergency room. I was waiting to see what was going on. And about 7:30, I was waiting until about 8:30 to go to the emergency room just to have them click a picture. And I woke up at 3 in the morning feeling better. I got up, peed my brains out, and I think I flushed them out pretty good as far as the kidneys are concerned, but my hip is really hurting me with the cancer spot. Probably because it's so cold. It's like with arthritis, the osteoporosis, and the cancer. Damn, damn. I'll probably feel like I threw my car seat cover in the bed last night. It was chilly. I didn't feel like taking the vents out. And it was nice air. It was cool. And it was clear skies. You could see the stars last night. So, what am I looking for? Paper towels. I got yucky stuff. I got shit on my fingers. I threw the heating pad on. And when I woke up this morning, the heated car seat cover, um, I felt a little better. So, I'll wait. If it flares up again, the problem is that you gotta go when it hurts. You know, you can't say, oh, for like 3 days this was bothering me. If it's swollen and the swelling went down, I need to know how big it swelled up. And if you can see what's causing the pain in the right side. So, I talked to the place that does my MRIs, and just to talk to the bone specialist woman, and 12 to 14 months usually to get from one side to the other, but the way stuff was spreading from the top to the bottom up here, she goes, although it's kind of farther away and it's a bigger bone than just going through the ribs, to get from one hip to the other, but she would suspect that if because this is hurting the way this one was hurting, and now I'm just used to the pain in this one, and this one is flaring up and it's hurting when I touch it, it hurts. So it's pretty much exactly the same as the left side. She would say that right about now, for me to be having that pain, it's been like, I think, 14 months since the scan. And, she goes, you're kind of on time. It's kind of working its way on schedule. It's just where it's going to go and how bad it's going to be when it shows up is the issue. So that bad news we can wait a little while longer for. I kind of got my answers yesterday. She's a nice woman. She'll call me. They do a phone consultation. Um, like a video chat thing, office visit. They charge, I think it's like $100 to talk on the phone instead of coming into the office. Because it's only like 10 or 15 minutes instead of a half an hour. So, not so bad. I don't pay for it. They do. Those are covered for me, so they don't make me have to unnecessarily risk going into the doctor's office and catching germs right now. So, especially while stuff is in the process of spreading around. So, you try to limit your contact like that, because there's no immune system. So, just going over what's been going on, what we're dealing with, and where I've been. So today's not a bad day. Um, if I could get charged up today, but the problem is that the solar panels aren't hot. Right now, I should be pulling in 65 watts. I'm pulling in 14, just because of the temperature. The solar panels are not heating up. We are in more than direct sunlight. We're in the sun. It's just extremely windy. I'd say 17 miles an hour with bigger gusts, and they're going to get gustier later on. But the temperature wise, it was only 60 degrees this morning and only supposed to be 70 where I am right now. So, and we're right on the water too today. So, I wanted to get the most of the cold weather and the wind for the last day as I could get. So, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. But there was something else. The hell did I buy? I can't remember. There was something in the dollar store and it was really funny. I'll make a short of it later if I find it. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Dealing with crazy people and pain and kidney stones and taking antibiotics, which at this point make me extremely sick because I have to take so many of them because they don't. Normally, you take an antibiotic, it'll last, those antibodies that it makes last anywhere between 8 to 12 to 24 hours, and then they start building up in your body. That's why you take it every 4 hours. And when they say every 4 hours, they mean every 4 hours to the freaking minute that you took the first one, because every minute counts while you're making antibodies. There's a reason for that. So don't miss them. Don't drink alcohol with it, because if you drink alcohol while you're taking antibiotics, it's like you didn't even take it. It kills the antibodies and you won't make any until the alcohol completely leaves your system. Which means, like, the next morning, if you got a hangover, don't bother taking your antibiotics. Wait till before you go to bed. You're going to have to skip now 2 days on that one. Or you're just wasting those pills. And they're very expensive if you have a copay. So, information you could find useful. Especially if you like to have a cocktail while you're feeling like crap. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't do that because you got to start all over again from day one. You don't just pick up where you left off. Now you set yourself back however many days you were taking the antibiotics. You got to start all over again. And if they don't agree with you, you just screwed yourself twice. Yeah, no, from experience. From experience. Had 2 broken feet. So yeah, that was a lesson learned. Um, this started out as a health video, but sorry, it's not always van life on this channel. We're gonna have to start going back to the roots of the channel, which was what happens to first responders when they get sick and they contract cancer, and what happens to us after we're no longer working. When you're too sick and they tell you to quit and retire. Yeah, but you're not retired because you're still working, because you're a first responder. You can't quit because that's a lifetime job. Unlike police officers who can retire and not get called back if they don't want to. These kinds of first responders have no choice but to either come back if you're kind of retired, or if you're out sick. I'm on sick leave because we still need you, and I can't stand staring at it any longer. One bite. I just wanted to chat a few minutes, explain what's happening, and eventually, in sometime in May, around the 15th, I might have to wait till see, the problem with May is that you gotta wait till after Memorial Day. Got a lot of vacations coming up, and juggling to get into that CAT scan machine is a lottery anyway, on a good day when it's empty down here in the middle, of winter, or before everybody shows up for the summer. So my DEXA scan can't be, I'm not due until after the 1st of July. Those are the rules. You can't go back through that machine again. And also because I went through it twice in one day when you're only supposed to go every 2 years for that. I probably shouldn't even be going till next year. So, but we have to go in. I have to see what's happening. And, but I may try to get the MRI done in May of the hip and the ribs over here to see what's going on. And yeah, they still hurt, and nothing's gotten bigger than like the size of my knuckle. Well, let's try that little one. About that big. About this big. And that's exactly what it feels like. You're going across my rib and you get a bump like this, and then the rib bounces around just like this. Boop, boop. So, yeah, I still can't touch it, and it wakes me up when I roll over on my side. I gotta eat. I need sugar. I don't even know what time it is. It's getting late because I'm very hungry. I had coffee, but that wasn't enough sugar this morning. I don't really call it coffee. That stuff. That's not really coffee. This is hot chocolate with caffeine in it, like a Red Bull. Okay, that's all this is. This is just caffeine and chocolate. So it's a crazy coffee hot chocolate. The caffeine of coffee, but not really coffee. But it does taste good, and it tastes good with the ice in it. I like it better like that, so I made extra, and I grabbed that today. I've been up since 4:45. My eyes are popping. I'm exhausted. I like to take a nap in this wind, which would be good. Because I got night shift. I was up almost all night last night. It was loud in the parking lot. A lot of drag racing going on. A lot of stupidity. And the kids are getting out for school for Easter recess. That was the other thing. You got people coming and going for Easter. I'm never going to get in there. Right now, this is the worst time of year. So, I forgot. So, I will try to get my MRI in next month. Wait till after Easter. All the people will be going on vacation. They'll be shorthanded. And, but I'll get that done. I've just been stalling on the bad news. Because look what happened last year when I went. I went for one thing and got sidelined like what's his face? Freaking, who was the wrestler guy who would clothesline you? I forget his name. I don't know why. I was thinking Hacksaw, Jim Hacksaw, but that wasn't him. It was another guy with a sledgehammer. I can't remember his name from the 80s. He would just put his arm out and clothesline you. Yeah, we got body slammed last time I went for these two tests that are coming up. So waiting to see where it's gone next, because we know it's moving, and it's history of starting in the left and moving to the right, which is how it's been doing for the last 6 years now. Just getting ready for the big show, right? um just, it's nerve-wracking waiting for the test to come. You know, it's like at one point you don't want to go, and I'm stalling, and then I'm stalling because I know I can stall because it's too busy and you can't get in. um, but knowing it's coming and knowing that it's not going to be good news, and it never has been good news for the last 6 years, doesn't really make you want to make that appointment, you know what I mean? And dealing with the stress of knowing, oh Christ, here we go again, you know? But it'll be hot. The heat will take my mind off of it. Trying to stay cold and pouring water over my head, maybe it'll keep my blood pressure down. But, yeah. And that's, speaking of water on the head, Gatorade thing. That's why I hook up a little tiny bucket and just pull a thing and psh. Um, that's that sprayer thing. Damn, I should have got that a long time ago. That thing is excellent. I was washing, getting in the little corners of the car and the doors, trying to get all the sand out while I was sitting outside the other day. And I was wetting my head. It did a really nice job without messing up my hair. I could do it like this and just wet my whole head with that sprayer and get it all inside. My head was soaking wet. Very nice. And if I want it warmer, I just leave it in the sun. I could put it on the hood or stick it on the roof and let that canister, the spray pump canister, just get nice and hot. The other thing, I got to get to AutoZone, and I got to get the window tint. That'll be at the end of the month, or first week of May. I have to get the tint back on the front windows, the passenger and the driver's side. The other day, oh my God, it was so hot, and even with the window covers, that glass is still heating up. And then vinyl works better than the thin cellophane tint. It's just a pain to keep it on the windows. But I don't know, I'll make a decision. I may do the vinyl paper, I mean the cellophane with the mirror tint, so it looks like a mirror on the outside of the car, and then do the thick rubber vinyl on the inside, because you can layer them, because I tested it out on the back window. I had some of the cellophane I did across, then I had a couple of pieces, like long rectangles, that I had from doing the windows in the front and the top of the windshield. I did the back that way to see if I could layer vinyl on top of cellophane. It's still there since last summer, so you can layer the different kinds of window tint to each other. And it does keep it a lot colder. What I was thinking of doing also is making smaller pieces of it just for the day, since wherever I'm going to be during the day pretty soon is going to be so hot that I'm just going to pick one spot for the day, wherever I decide to land that day, and just have a couple of the vinyl, the thick rubber tint, because it can come right off. All you gotta do is spray. You don't need the adhesive, you don't need the application spray, which just has a little bit of soap in it and something else, whatever it is. It's nothing. It doesn't help it stay on any better. All you do is wet the window and then stick it right to the window. So I may do that for during the day to try some little experiments. I have some pieces that are from the side windows. I may try and just mess with that on a hotter day. But yeah, definitely got to retint those front windows. So that's coming up. And I didn't have my battery and I couldn't wait. I couldn't look at it no longer. I'll get another bag of cake mix. I made the little, where is he? My sandwich maker. I filled just the little square. Well, it's, you know what I mean. You just fill in the reservoir till it hits the line, like down here. If I do, I'm going to smash my fingers. Fill that up with your pancake mix or your muffin mix. I had blueberry muffin mix. I saved it. It's in the... Oh, I still have some. When I make one, I'll make a little video of it. If not, we'll do this on a live stream. You will give us something to do. I'll make little triangle muffins. It came out perfect. Came out perfect. And it only used like 6% of my battery, because once this gets hot, it turns itself off. And it doesn't take any... It was at 0 for like 10 minutes. Then it clicked back on for 150 watts for like 20 seconds. Got it hot again, turned it off, so it's only clicking on, off, on, off, on, off. I had it plugged in for 15 minutes, making those little squares, because it takes forever. 15 minutes for 2. So, while you're doing nothing. So, every 15 minutes took 5% of the battery. That's not so bad. That's not bad. And it was windy in here and it was cold. So if it, over the summer, when it's nice and hot and it's 100 degrees outside, this thing's going to work like a champ. Because this all won't be cold. So it worked well. And I like the little triangles. Just pick them up. You can dip them. So we'll do that on the next live stream once I can get going live. Just give me a couple more days. This cold snap is not helping with... What am I up to now? I'm still, see, 14%. What time is it? 12, almost 1 o'clock. This should be the hottest time of the day just about right now. Right now, I should be pulling in 65 watts, maybe 70, 75. Yeah, about 75 watts right now. And I'm pulling in 14. That just goes to show you the effect of cold air on the solar panel in the blazing sun in Florida. Have a lovely afternoon. Have a great evening. I'll see you in a day or two. I hope this is long enough. It's going to take all day to get up. I can't even see. I see double digits over here. I think it's a 4. Have a great afternoon. I'm going to go hunt down some squirrels. Give them a little surprise breakfast. And I'll catch you later. In case you forgot what channel you were watching. I found a place. I have to talk to the guy again, but I may... He was gonna try and, I'm gonna do one first to see how it comes out, because I don't even know how I would do this. I'd have to figure it out, because I don't know. He was showing me some keychains, 3D printed keychains, and I'll see what I do. I'll see what I do. I could always do it as a surprise, like a lottery or something like that, you know what I mean? I mean, get a couple made up and just ask a question, and whoever answers, okay, maybe something like that. I gotta check it out. They're a little bit busy right now because everybody's printing stuff up, but I gotta think about it and think of a design and a thing that you can do on it. But I'm gonna check it out probably the end of the month. Coming up with, I made a couple of designs, so I'm gonna see how they can do that. And yeah, I'll check that out. Have a good day. Everybody's distracted. I'm like the squirrel today. I got a lot on my mind. I know I'm scatterbrained all over the place. My mind's going 100 miles an hour while I'm talking. So I will see you guys later. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely hump night. Goodbye, everybody.